Hey guys. Okay, so I wanted to hop on here, and I know you guys have probably heard or seen, whether in the chats or watching some trainings or just somewhere, have heard us talk about the miracle morning. So I just realized today that there's not an official training on what is a miracle morning, how to do it, and how it's going to affect your business. Hold on. Hey, Gray. Gray, can you hold off for a second? He's vacuuming up grass. Here you go. That's live for you guys. Okay, so I just wanted to take some time and I wanted to tell you what a miracle morning was, give you some tools, tell you where you can find those tools, show you how to do it to where it benefits you the most, and really dig into how this is going to change your business, and it can also change your life. Okay, so before I started doing Miracle Morning almost 2 months ago, in my mind, I didn't think I needed personal development. I was committed to my business. Hold on, you guys. Gray, can you stop? No, okay, wait till I'm done here, okay? Oh, at least he's cleaning, right? So anyways, so I started Miracle Morning a couple months back in June. Depends on when you're watching this. I started in June of 2022, and before I started, I was in a place of, I don't need personal development, I don't need to pour into myself, because I'm committed, and my mindset is good, and if I get into a low point, I'll do some personal development then, and I'll pull myself out, and I don't really care what people think. I know that what I'm doing is worth it, and people's opinions of me don't matter anymore. So to me, I thought I had achieved the epitome of that leadership mindset of I don't need personal development, right? Well, wrong. Wrong, okay? So what I've realized by talking to some top leaders, doing some research, and then applying these things to myself and to my life and my business, that you should always be pouring into yourself. Always, because you can't pour from an empty cup. And what I have learned by doing Miracle Morning every morning is I have stayed on fire. Because every morning I'm waking up and I'm reigniting that fire, and I'm reminding myself of my why, and I'm visualizing my dreams, and I'm writing down my thoughts, and I'm reading material that is impacting my life, and it's filling my energy orb with good stuff, right? So, majorly, I'm here to tell you my business has definitely tremendously grown since I started applying Miracle Morning, okay? So, Miracle Morning starts with a book, okay? It looks like this. There's another one that kind of looks different, but it's the Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. He's amazing. It's the not so obvious secret guaranteed to transform your life before 8 a.m. Okay, so I definitely recommend reading this book. You can do the Audible if you want to. You can attempt your Miracle Morning without having read this, but you're going to get so much out of it. And this can be the first book that you use, that you read during your Miracle Morning. And then also use a Miracle Morning journal. And it just has everything stepped out. So I'm going to show you this after I go through like a gist of what a Miracle Morning looks like, and how I do mine, to be sure that you guys, because I know a lot of people have started doing their Miracle Morning and they think it's just a time where they sit down and they read, but it's so much more than that, and you don't want to skip a step to it, okay? So I will be linking these, and I'm also, all of what I'm telling you is also in our Boards app. When you go to the Boards app and you choose Daily Action, you will see Miracle Morning there, and it will have all of the things that I'm talking about. It'll have the links and all of that good stuff, okay? So, Miracle Morning, you learn about life savers, okay? All right, So that's pretty much what it's made up of. This is probably backwards for you guys. That's just fabulous. So I'll tell you what I do. I'm going to turn this around like this. Like this. Make sure you guys can still see me this way. That way y'all can, yeah, perfect. Okay. All right. So the Miracle Morning, as you're reading it, is you're going to learn how to apply the Miracle Morning steps. And Hal has broken it down into lifesavers, okay? So there is a cheat sheet in the Boards app that also goes over this. But these are also the steps that you want to be sure you're including that into your Miracle Morning that make it a Miracle Morning, okay? So the first step is silence, okay? So at this point, it can be multiple different things. You can have prayer. You can just sit down, and this needs to be somewhere quiet where you're uninterrupted. You can just go through things you're grateful for. You know, today I'm grateful for this. And just maybe prayer's your thing. Meditation is a good one. This gives you a chance to just sit in silence that you don't get a lot of, clear your mind, slow your mind down, and prepare yourself for your Miracle Morning, okay? So that is what silence is. Next, you have affirmations. So affirmations are positive forms of your negative thoughts, or are things that you want to accomplish, okay? So some example of affirmations are, I love to start with some negative thoughts that I may have about myself at that moment. Like in the past, I've had, I'm not a good leader. So say that. Or I'll never make it to Team Elite. So instead, it would be, I am a Team Elite. I am a powerful leader. I attract greatness. So it's positive thoughts that you are saying out loud. And that is very important, okay? You want to say these out loud. It's very powerful. You're going to feel super silly, but it's super powerful to say them out loud. So you want to write them down. You want to write your affirmations. Say them out loud, okay? And say them out loud. This is super important. Write them and say them out loud. Sometimes I like to even look in the mirror, and I'll do this throughout the day. And you guys, this is something you can even teach your kids. My kids, we do affirmations on the way to school every day, and they are basic ones, and then they also incorporate things that like make them, you know? So think about like my oldest child is very OCD about being organized and being perfect. So one of her affirmations every morning is, it's okay to not be perfect. That is one of her affirmations. It's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to make mistakes. That's one of her affirmations. So you want to write these down and then say these out loud, okay? And I'm going to come back around whenever we talk about the journal with these. So the first part of your Miracle Morning is going to be sit in silence. Sit in prayer or meditation, sit in gratitude, and just clear your mind. And, think about all of the things that can slow your mind down. Like I will sit down and I will just literally ground myself in gratitude. I'll be like, I'm so grateful for this opportunity. I'm so grateful for what it has blessed us with. I'm so grateful for my team. And just getting into a really good state of gratitude. And then you're going to do your affirmations. So you're going to write out those positive affirmations, and then you're going to say them out loud. Even more powerful if you do it in the mirror, but if you don't have a mirror, that's okay. V is for visualizations. Visualizations. This is where your vision board is going to come into play. Okay, so a while back we did a vision board party. A lot of us put our vision boards together. If you have not watched that, let us know. It's very important that you put a vision board together to represent what it is that you're wanting to accomplish. So we do one in January and then we do one in July because in Nu Skin time, you have 6 months to earn an all expense paid trip. So we like to revisit those and reassess and set new ones because a lot of times you'll find you've achieved them. So this is a time where you will sit down and on your vision board, you should have pictures of things you want to accomplish. Okay. So for me, and I'm looking at mine right now, you want this to have your goals on it, your aspirations. Okay, so for me, I know that I want to be a blue diamond by next month. So I want to be qualifying this month and I want to be a solid blue diamond next month. I want to be a team elite, a qualifying team elite in October. I need to drink more water. I want to do weekend getaways. I want to make $30,000 in a month. So all of these goals are on my vision board. So during this portion of your Miracle Morning, you're going to be looking at your vision board. You're going to be looking at that vision board and you're going to be visualizing those things happening. You're going to be visualizing opening up your Nu Skin app and seeing how much money you made. You're going to be visualizing opening that up and seeing that pin title. And be really specific here, you guys. And this used to feel so silly to me. But I'm telling you, do not skip these things because if I had started doing this 5 years ago, I would have been a lot further along. I'm telling you, it has just made my mind it's bulletproof. No negativity comes in and I'm just on fire and passionate about my goals and my dreams and my team's dreams and goals. So much more passionate now. So during visualization, you want to visualize not only these things happening, but the day it happens. What are you wearing? What do you smell? What do you see? What are there noises? So if one of your things on your vision board is you want a new Tahoe, I don't know, whatever it is. If you want a new vehicle, okay, what does the day look like when you get that vehicle? What color is it? What are you wearing? Where are you at? Is it rainy outside? Is it hot outside? What does it look like? How do you feel getting in that vehicle and driving off? And really, really visualize that happening. For me, something I'm very specific about right now is hitting qualifying blue diamond this month and then solidifying that as a blue diamond next month. And we're all wearing blue. Me and my whole family are wearing blue and we pop blue confetti and we're just all excited. So I'm visualizing that happening. My family is jumping and so proud and it's just an us time. And that is what I'm visualizing happening every single morning. So during the V part, that is your visualization. So this is your vision board. Well, if I can spell it right. And this is be specific, okay? Okay, next is one that I'm still working on. It's not one that I've incorporated yet, but it's exercise, okay? It's exercise. So you want to incorporate some type of exercise. Now, in the book, it talks about how he is very into yoga. Exercise for you can be maybe you just want to do some jumping jacks. Maybe you just want to run in place. Whatever that looks like for you, do some exercise, okay? And you don't have to necessarily do it in these orders because I know for a lot of people want to exercise last so that they're not sweaty and yuck sitting while they're doing their Miracle Morning, okay? So these are just the concepts that you want to be sure you're hitting on when you're doing your Miracle Morning, okay? So exercise, you don't need a definition. Okay? All right, so then next is reading. Okay, so at this time, you want to read from a PD book, which is Personal Development. Okay, right now, I am reading the 5-second rule. Be sure you're plugging into One Team Global because there's leaders who talk there. It's very inspirational. It's very motivational. And they have a book of the month every month. So this month, it's the 5-second rule. I started reading it today by Mel Robbins, who's going to be at convention in September of 2022. So during this time, you're going to read. You're going to read 10 pages, so to say, okay? Read 10 pages of it or read a chapter of it. Find what works for you, okay? If you need a list of books, If you have your new journal, there's going to be some recommendations in the back of it, or just ask in a chat because there's tons. You can even Google personal development books, leadership books, that kind of stuff. Okay, so the next is my favorite part, scribing. Okay, so scribing is where you journal your thoughts and ideas. Okay, so scribing is a very important part. So there's all kinds of scientific research that's linked to journaling and the power of journaling, putting your thoughts and your ideas on paper. So during this time, you're going to write about whatever's on your mind. If you're excited about what's going on in the business, if you're going through some stuff in your mind, just the thoughts that you have that are just zooming through your mind right now, get them out of your mind and put them on paper. If you have any ideas, like fun things that you want to do with your business, write it down. If you have something that's working really well, write it down. If you're super excited about something that's going, write it down. So you literally just write. You just journal and journal and journal until some days it might just be a couple sentences. Some days it might be a page. And you want to be sure you date this. Dating it is so important, okay? So this is what a miracle morning should look like. You're going to make sure that you're hitting these steps, okay? You want to be sure you have some time in silence. You want to be sure that you're doing your affirmations. You want to be sure you're going over your visualizations with your vision board. You want to get some exercise in, do your reading, and do your scribing, okay? So be sure that your miracle morning consists of these things, guys, because I know a lot of people are just getting up and sitting down and reading, and that's amazing, and I'm so proud of you for doing that. Continue to do that. But when you maximize your miracle morning and you do these things, it's going to be so powerful. We constantly are telling you guys to revert back to your why. Like, don't forget your why. Well, when you're sitting down every day and you are reflecting and you're sitting in silence and you're affirming the things that you know you are or the things that you want, when you're visualizing all of your dreams and goals happening, when you're moving your body, I need to do this. Then when you're pouring into your mind, positive thinking and words from people who have created success, and then you're journaling down, all of these things together create the best miracle morning. Okay, so I know a lot of people are like, well, how long should this be? Okay, this can go anywhere from an hour to even 6 minutes. So I have put in a layout of a 6-minute miracle morning in the Boards app. So in the Boards app, under Daily Action, you'll click Miracle Morning and you'll see it's a little graphic where you can even do this in 6 minutes. Okay, so on those days where you didn't get up as early as you wanted to do this, then okay, do a quick 6-minute one on your way to work. Be sure you're writing that, be sure you find time to scribe and write down and journal. Or maybe you got busy and you overslept. Maybe you got busy during the morning and something happened. Then you can do a quick 6-minute one during the day. Put it into your block scheduling. Put it into your time blocking. Like, okay, I need to move something around. I need to make room for 6 minutes to do my miracle morning. Or maybe you're somebody who's not quite a morning person. So this is where my favorite part is, because I'm not a morning person. Not a morning person at all. I love to sleep. I love to stay up late, and I have never liked mornings. And I'm very excited to tell you guys that it's very easy for me to get up. Because I love the way I feel after I have been doing this for a while. I love the way I feel throughout the day. I feel calmer. I feel more positive. I feel more confident. And so I'm hungry for that feeling. And I've noticed on the mornings that I haven't done it, because when I first started, I just did it during the week. And then the weekends, I didn't do it. I'm like, I'm going to give myself a break from that. But I didn't feel the same. It just makes me feel better to do it. So if you're not a morning person, I have some suggestions for you. So when you're doing your time blocking, and we're going to have a training linked for that to be sure you're doing that correctly and efficiently and getting the most out of it. When you are doing your time blocking, what time do you have to get your kids up for school? Or what time do you typically get up? in order to have enough time to get ready. So write that down and then work your way up. You know, get up 30 minutes earlier starting out, or get up 6 minutes earlier and do the 6-minute miracle morning starting out, and then kind of bump it up. Go to 30 minutes, get up 30 minutes earlier, and then bump it up to an hour. You know, and you'll develop a habit and it will become so much easier to not hit the snooze button. And I really encourage you guys to start your days with this. I know a lot of people are like, well, I do it whatever, and that's okay. And you can do that. You know, say you overslept and you didn't have time to do it until later, that's fine. But if you are able to, don't make an excuse of, I'm not a morning person, or I don't really want to get up in the morning. I choose to do it later. I just encourage you to really try to get it done in the morning. Start your day that way. I love to get up and do my miracle morning, and then I go straight into doing my system. I'll send my blind ice. I'll boost the day before. I'll flip them. I'll do the discount message to the 2 days before that. And I just knock it out all before I ever get my kids up. And so my days go by so much easier. I feel more in control. I feel more accomplished. It's really amazing. So for me, my kids, I got to get them up at 6 in the morning. So I tried getting up at 5. That wasn't early enough. So now I get up at 4:30 in the morning too. I just started that. So anyways, that's an example of like how different ways that you can do it to find time to do it. So I wanted to show you guys these journals because I know a lot of people have asked. So there are journals available. The link is in the Boards app under Daily Action and Miracle Morning. You can purchase a bundle with the journal and the book, or you can purchase just the journal. And I know a lot of people have asked, well, Lindsay, what's in it? So I wanted to show you guys what is in it. Okay, so what's in it is your Miracle Morning routine. And it basically goes over like how to set up for success, create your environment. You want to be somewhere that you're comfortable, you know, like be somewhere that, I know Blakely Lawrence, who's a 3-star Platinum Team Elite, she gets in a comfy blanket and lights a candle, and she has all of her books in a little basket. And that's what I have too, is a little basket, and I have links in the Boards app if y'all want to do that too. And I just have everything in here, and I grab it, and I'll go sit down, and I'll wrap up in my blanket, and I get comfortable, and I'll do my Miracle Morning. So create your environment is one of the things. The daily process of it, your vision board. It talks about how leaders are readers. This is something I've never done until now, and I'm telling you it makes a difference. Then to begin. And so then it has the self-confidence formula, which is amazing. And you just read this. This is something you can read every day if you want. You can also read your definite purpose statement during your affirmations. It's supposed to be done twice a day. And then it just has what I just told you guys. It has a place for you to scribe. It has a place for you to do your visualizations. It has a place for you to do your affirmations. So I want to go over this part. Whether you get this journal or not, you can use a notebook. You don't have to buy the journal. The journal is just already done. That's why I got it. Write out one affirmation 12 times over and over and over again, because that is telling your brain, I want that. So one that I have right now is, I have 4 strong leaders using the system daily. I have 4 strong leaders using the system daily. I also have a little notebook I put by my bed, and before I go to bed at night, I will write down, you know, any negative thoughts I'm having, and I flip them into a positive. You know, so like last night it was, there's just not enough time in the day. That was one of them. So I flipped it, and my affirmation was, I will make time for the things that make sense. I will make time for the things that make sense. And then I'll also write down, I'm a blue diamond, I'm a blue diamond, I'm a blue diamond, because that's what I'm pushing for right now. So I do have a little notebook by the bed that I do that at night. But then in my journal, I do the same one 12 times. And then you read 10 pages from your book and write your thoughts down. And that's all this is. And the one that I had from last month was just a notebook. And I love to go back at the beginning of each month and read what I journaled, because you can really see your growth. You can reread over ideas. So there's power in journaling and putting it in a notebook, whether you use that journal or not. So there's also an app. It's available for Android and Apple. The links to that app are in the Boards app under Daily Action under Miracle Morning. So there is an app that a lot of people are loving. It has a checklist for all these things, like as you do it. So you're setting in your Miracle Morning. Okay, check. Done my silence. Check. So if you're a checklist kind of person, the app may be really great for you. You can download it and you can, plug into that every day. And it also has a place where you can scribe. It has a place for affirmations. It has all those things. So Kinley has downloaded that. She loves it. I know that our Up blind, Katie Galley, uses it and she loves it. I'm a pen and paper person, so I don't use the app. So just find what works for you and roll with that. So the last tip I have for you guys is this. When it comes to your Miracle Morning, I want to challenge you guys to just do whatever it takes to make it happen. And don't get into Messenger until it's done. Don't pick up your phone and open up Messenger until your Miracle Morning is done. Make that your priority. Get your mind right and ready to receive it. That is so important. So I just wanted something that kind of put it all together for you guys so that you had more clarity on how to do a Miracle Morning to get the most out of it. If you have any questions, be sure and let us know, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!